Hello guys, today I am going to explain what is OLAP analysis. Whether it is product sales, insurance rates or credit card fraud, multi-dimensional data often contains geographical dimensions that allows analysis based on various locations. Here what an OLAP comes. OLAP is an online analysis processing. Now there are various data of the companies, large amount of data which need to be analyzed by the analyst who will assure that we are going on profit or loss. So what is OLAP? No OLAP document would be complete without first defining what is OLAP. So in formal sense, OLAP is defined as fast access to large amounts of summarized data. As you see in the screen, these are the types of OLAP, means they are the functions of OLAP. Implied in this definition is the concept of dimensionality. Without these dimensions, there will be nothing to summarize the data by. Thus, a more generalized definition meant to be ability for users to quickly interrogate large amount of data at varying levels of detail across a variety combination of business dimensions. OLAP is full of terms and acronyms that are often ill-defined. These are the list, and I will explain it one by one. First of all, dimension, a business perspective that is useful for analyzing data by or across that is often referred to as a hierarchy. For example, time, product or geography. In the right side, there is a photograph that shows that how dimensions are there. These are the main fact table, and there are so many dimensions, so that we can further elaborate or further get information about them. Now dimensions are because we do not need all the items for analyzing. Instead of that, we only use the meaningful items which are the key factor for the sales or the profit counting. For that analysis, dimension is so much important. Now hierarchy. Normally hierarchy means a dimension. A hierarchy means the continuous flow of any system, or I will read. A dimension may contain one or more hierarchies. Each hierarchy specifies an order for some or all of the levels in a dimension that is used to determine the navigation path. For example, country, region, state or region, city. This example shows the example of hierarchy. First of all, there is a root from the foundation. Then the primary type, it can be classified into classifier, aggregation, then hierarchy levels. Classifier also have cube and means in short, it all was a hierarchy, type of hierarchy. Hierarchy is a flow of any classification done at any level. From that, what is level? Level means the dimensions are often made of various levels of details. For example, the time dimension may consist of year, quarter or month levels. For dimensions with only one level, the level is implied. When referring to the physical representation of data, dimension level is sometimes referred to as simply a dimension. Now dimension means level means, for example, there is a country and state State provisions means what are the areas within the country. Then what are the cities. For example, we take example of like here Australia, like we have India, here Gujarat, here Rajkot. And this is the levels which we define in database or any query oriented DB. This is what level comes. Now member at given value of a dimension level, normally member is a value where a dimension level would show up. For example, members of the year level of the time dimension could be 1998, 1999 or 2000. The number of unique members at any dimension level is referred to as a cardinality of the dimension level. For example, here is also an example of dimension levels. There is level 0, level 1, level 2. Like 0 level have limited BI or spreadsheet. This is an example of OLAP, levels in OLAP. So the chart of business values versus level of sophistication. Level 0 which includes BI, level 1 operational reporting, level 2 query and analysis. Here all the query will analyzed. Then the dashboard management, which means we perform the analysis and show the results into dashboard. Then OLAP year comes, because query and analysis will only analyze and give the result of the query. But OLAP year will analyze from the result of the query. And then at last data mining. Now, as I say, categories. For example, levels. I say level. There is a level like bikes. From that category was bikes. From which country? That was Canada. Education for like bike riders are graduate degree. And last, the fiscal year or the present year or the year in which the motorcycle was invented or which take into profit. So this is the level of, this whole was the level of flow, and each of these like FY 2011, let's say it was the member of this fiscal year, and graduate degree was the member of this education. So here how members are defined. Now measures. The ultimate business measure that is being aggregated such as sales or profits, obviously, because nowadays or in any ancient times or any time we only took part in business if there is a profit. So measures are very much important. By it was the raw material by which we can calculate or take the aggregation of the data, or we can at the end say that this is how we have profit or loss. Measures also have statistics associated with them, such as sum, count or average. Like this, there is a cube which says that these are the countries like North America, South America. These are the Western Hemisphere. This was the main route. Then Western Hemisphere. This is hierarchy, as I explained earlier. Then Eastern Hemisphere, Western Hemisphere were the subgroup. This was the second level. This was the third layer or third level. There comes Asia, and at that Asia we have different like sea level, this air level, road level, rail level. There here is also hierarchy like source, then second ground and non-ground. Non-ground have air and sea, ground have road and rail. Here also time have 1 half, 2 half, 1 half have first quarter, second quarter, second half have third quarter and fourth quarter. Here is the example of how it all works. Now this is the main example. Like if we want to say that North America profit margin percentage of the March, so how we calculate? If we have dimensions, these are the dimensions like regions, time and sales information. Okay. Now regions have North America, Europe, Middle East and Asia as the regions. We need North America. Then North America was this whole globe, this side of the globe. Then time. We want the March month as the calculation period. Then March month was this last one. So we have this block as common. Now profit margin. There is sales information like sales amount, sales cost, sales quality, profit margin. So we got this as 3-dimensional output. We get 14% of it. This is how we analyze all the information, and based on that we need to get profit, sales and any other things. This is how real time scenario I would understand. Thank you.